is where we are at right now. We have the pieces stacked up, ready for a 9-piece weld like this. We're gonna tack weld it all together. We'll stick another handle on it, and then we will weld it again. Do you fancy tack welding this stuff together?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic. And I completely messed up. We're forging away, you know. It's good fun, right? You know, you kind of get carried away. And I didn't even think to check the measurements. So what we're now gonna do is we're gonna let it cool down, grind it off, cut it in half, stack it back together, weld it back together. We'll be fine, it'll be good.
Yeah, man, it's all learning for me, so.
It's all stupidity for me. Okay, it's half an hour later. We've got it cut in half, ground, take weld it back together. Into the forge we go to weld it again. Is our block of steel off the surface grind, a nice surface finish to it, and we have just spent a few minutes here plotting the order of operations because it's we've got some measurements to work through. Yeah. It's a little sketcy. This is the drawing of a Stanley blade, and that's a nice angle, isn't it?
Doesn't make sense at all.
Nice and friendly. They clearly don't know whose workshop that Stanley blade is being made in, because we are definitely not going to be making angles that accurate. What is the order of operations that we've worked out, Jacko?
So I think we're going to start with the grooves in the center. So we're going to find the center here, and then we're going to mill the two grooves so we have a reference point to work and do the other, you know, the two, what you call that?
The angles, the sides,
yeah, the two sides. I think the two grooves are more critical than having super precise angles in the sides, I guess. So let's see if it's going to work.
That's all it'll be. It'll be a let's see type of thing. I think we pulled down this vise here to see if maybe this is how we fixture it by angling the vise, but I think we're going to tip the mill, right?
Yeah, it's better, but it's still going to look good in the background for the video.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's good. It makes it look like we were smart and we considered all options. But no, we will mod the mill once we make some reference surfaces and make our grooves. So now comes the moment we've been dreading. A 3mm end mill in a Bridgeport mill. It's time to make a 3.2mm deep groove, 2 of them down the length of this piece of Damascus. Engaging the power feed! Oh my goodness, there it goes! Look at that thing! Look at that little trooper hammering its way through the steel! Holy moly, it's only doing it! Broken end mill of the day. Oh boy. Fingers crossed we don't break too many more. And we snapped another one. 2 down, 1 end mill left. We are not doing very well.
Oh my god, but why?
Okay, so we opted on not doing the second 3mm groove the whole way down, and in fact the first 3mm groove only properly goes down this way. We snapped a lot of end mills, and we wanted to conserve end mill, save snapping too many more. With this, we have also knotted the mill. We had some kind of rough calculations. We've got a 38-degree nod here on the mill. What we need to do is we need to blue dicom this, and we're going to scribe it to work off of those scribe lines, and then hopefully get a very even and consistent angle milled into either side. The plan is to use this 16mm roughing end mill to hog all that material off at the knotted angle. just spotted something pretty important there. The angles are wrong. Well, so much for my good maths. We actually need to do 52.27 degrees, but the mill only nods 47 degrees. We're short pressed for time. We now have 2 little blades cut up. We cut them nice and proud on the bandsaw. And we are now going to put these in the forge, harden them, temper them, and then it is to the surface grinder to get them down to the final dimension. In we go in number 1. Oh, I dropped it. There we go. Once that's hot, we're just going to go straight into the quench. Here we go. In with the next one. You can do the honors. There we go. To see if it fits. It's been surface ground. Ooh, little tight, yeah. In which?
I think.
In the width. So it was a little tight this way and that way in there, but that's fine, because now we got to put an edge on it. We got some ferric chloride. We'll put it in for the etch. Whoa! Look at that, Jacka.
Oh my god.
That is unbelievable. Look at that pattern. Oh, that is cool.
Dude, this is amazing.
How cool is this?
It's unbelievable.
A Damascus utility.